Hello, Mephisto Crossword, let's go. To heartlessly throw rubbish. I wonder if this is heartlessly to or heartlessly throw. If to was the definition, then heartlessly throw would begin TW, which fits in with to. I'm going to come back to that. Jewish leader, a divine involved in returning ark from the north. Divine could be DD for Doctor of Divinity, and Zadik is a valid word which has ADD in it. Eccentric, American Democrats appeal over second year. Yeah, this is ditzy. So ditzy is American for eccentric. Democrats is D, the abbreviation. Appeal is it, as in sex appeal. Over second, S, the abbreviation, and Y, the abbreviation for year. So this does look like it could be Tzaddik. Burmese native. Yeah, jackdaw, I think, is car. Seen over rising anterior. And the Karen tribe live in Burma. But how does it end? So it looks like Burmese native is the definition. Jackdaw, car, seen over rising interior. Yeah, interior is inner, rising, reversed, and then Kareni must be a Burmese native. So this really does look like Tzaddik. Growth of international law. I think this is ilex. Ilex is holly, which could be a type of growth. International is I, the abbreviation. Law is lex, Latin for law. So let me put these letters in. The second letter could be S or Z. Jewish leader, I think, is the definition. A divine, ADD, involved in returning kist. A kist, K-I-S-T, is, well, it's certainly a valid word and it's a northern word. Does it mean ark? Well, I think it must do. And there's going to be a lot of musts when you're solving the Mephisto or higher level crosswords. So, does 11 across begin with a W? If not, it could be too heartlessly, in which case it would begin with an O. So O or W. Pastor in US state, our last freely, worshipping snakes. Wow, what is this? Snakes could begin offy. Let me just get rid of that typo. Pastor in US state. Our last freely looks like an anagram of our last. Pastor, I think, is P, the abbreviation. US state, Ohio. Anagram of our last is latrus. And ophiolatrus must mean worshipping snakes. Certainly the prefix of ophi relates to snakes. So one down does look like the heartlessly refers to TWO. So that gives TO. Throw, three-letter word meaning throw, and the whole word meaning rubbish. Yeah, this is Toshi. Toshi means rubbish, and throw is shy. Brittle, starve, found swimming. Yeah, this is Shattery. Shattery means brittle, and found swimming is an anagram indicator for star they. Greet old, artist before, exhibition's opening. Well, exhibition's opening is surely the opening letter of exhibition. Greet is an old word meaning to lament. So greet old could be the definition. But artist, well, Howells is an artist, and Howells with an E is certainly a valid word, which must mean the same as one of the old meanings of greet. So probably to wail or to bemoan the loss of a loved one. Now, 2 down. Gangrene developed in a chap's large toe. Okay, well, this is clearly an anagram indicated by developed. The definition is gangrene. So we're looking for 12 letters. 8. Okay. There are 13 letters in chap's large toe. So I wonder if large refers to L, because I think developed is the end of the anagram indicator, and that's followed by 16 letters, so we're looking to lose 4, and the only way of doing that I can see is to interpret large as just being L. So we're looking for an anagram of inner chap's L toe. I need more letters in that. 13 down. Wagon. Good one on the tube. No. Shoemaker's thread left inside on backing. Declare once. Declare twice to make it. Searches the internet about, yes, this is Googlies. So searches the internet is Googles, about current, about I, the symbol for electrical current, and then a googly is a deceptive question, derived from googly, a tricky bowl in the game of cricket. Scruffy Australian, could this be daggy, which is Australian for scruffy? Beginning on grade. A, hemp, no. Not seeing how that works for daggy, and Y in front of S is unlikely. All at once, yeah, this is a sudden, which means all at once. A Nile hazard is a SUD, SUDD, is some collection of something in the Nile which causes blockages. On Egyptian banks, well, the banks of the word Egyptian are its outside letters E and N. Great daggy, certainly not right. Flexible stem, denying aquilegia. A lot of support, no. With borders guarded, hard to leave. Yeah, few. So with borders is the definition, and edged means having an edge or having borders. Guarded is hedged, and hard refers to H, the abbreviation, to leave. So if H leaves hedged, you're left with edged. Declare once. I wonder if this is arid. I think it may be. That would place an A in second place. Scruffy Australian. Beginning on grade A, hemp. So I think hemp is the definition. Yeah, scruffy Australian is dag, not daggy. Beginning on grade is G, A is A, and dagger must be hemp. So I think this is arid, but it could end E or D, both are good. So declare once indicates that the word is an obsolete word, no longer used. So it's a word which means declare. Declare twice to make it. Yeah, I think if you write the word declare twice, you will see in the middle the last three letters of the first declare are ARE. The first two letters of the second declare are DE. To make it. Yeah, it does make it in the middle of those two declares, just about. Fibrous connection, unfortunately uncurable. In mouth tissue, unfortunately looks like an anagram indicator for uncurable, which is 9 letters long. Fibrous connection, could that be gum? Not thinking of many GUME words, nor mouth tissue words. I'm coming back to that. Shoemaker's thread. Left, inside, on, backing. Nope. Actor losing a new. Amulet. Wow. Just thinking about actor being thespian, losing a would give thespin. No, that's not getting anywhere. Magical figure, shredding luminance, article of a sorceress. So Circe was a sorceress in Greek or Roman mythology. So Circean means of a sorceress. Magical figure, I think a circle is a magical figure. Shedding luminance, shedding L, the abbreviation for luminance. Article is AN, one of the indefinite articles in grammar. A, not massively helpful. 12 minutes down. Girl initially runs in without foundation garment. Could this be girdle? Yeah, it is. So, girdle is a garment. Girl initially is the initial letter of girl. Runs is R, the cricketing abbreviation. And R is in, without foundation. Idle means without foundation, as in idle speculation. Now, surely the G helps with 17 across. Shoemaker's thread. Left, inside, on backing. I think this must be lingle. I think lingle must be shoemaker's thread. Left is L, inside is in, and on backing is leg reversed. On means leg. With regards to cricket, the on side is the leg side. Fantastic. Does the L help? Wagon. Good one on the tube. Well, the tube is yes, this is taliga. So, a taliga is a wagon. Good is G, the abbreviation. One is A, on the tube, on the telly. Tube and telly both referring to television. Already looked at that. Accountant probably begins AC. It's ACC. Is ruse, and accrues means falls due. Source of legumes, I think this is a pea cod, where you get peas from. It's said, go. Yes, go here refers to urinating, and PEE is another way of referring to that. And it's said indicates that the word is spelt differently to how it sounds. So P, as in the sense of to urinate, is PEE, and that sounds the same as PEA. With fish, with cod. Tricky, rock, worked in Cornwall. Wow, new. Open land regularly, seen in Chad map. Bang on, lad. Nope, I'm going to need a lot more help with that one. A fish cake sent back. Rather milky nature. No. Like flowers of hibiscus, hybrid should open AM. I wonder if hybrid is an anagram indicator for should open AM. And the definition is like flowers of hibiscus. Well, that does contain OUS, so it could end OUS. Audibly express admiration of green stone. No. Position for fencing. Division 1. Note. Nope. Farm implement. Chinese used in water. No. Ghost of deceased spirit returns after having drained Lethe. Well, if you drain Lethe, you're left with the outside letters L and E. So the definition looks like ghost of deceased. Either ghost or ghost of deceased, and then either spirit or deceased spirit returns after LE. No. Farm implement. Chinese could be CH. Used in water. No. Warrant. Earlier festival once about Britain. Earlier again is a reference to an obsolete word. The definition looks like warrant. Festival. Wow. So I think the festival is ale. I think ALE was a festival. Britain is B. So I think it's either Albi or able. So L or B in third place for 31 across. A fish cake sent back. A fish cake. I guess need some additional help down here in the bottom right, I think. Let me have a look at the clues I haven't looked at yet. A novel. Type of fruit. No. Sort of bird. Millions. Yeah, few. It's always nice to get a clue in when you haven't got any crossing letters because it offers a lot of help to what's left. So a seraima is a bird. Millions is M, the abbreviation, in an anagram of Aries with the indicator being all over the place. Now, surely that must help with the bottom left. Actor. Losing a new. Well, I think it's actor losing a and then new could be N. Amulet, and it's two words, but we're not told how long each word is. I wonder if the actor is Sean Bean. Well, I don't like this because this does not ring bells as being a valid word. However, every clue, every letter is checked, which means it appears in a crossing word, so I am of a view to leaving it in for the moment. So the actor is Sean Bean. Losing A, losing the first A, leaves Sen Bean. New amulet. Okay, I'm actually, although Sen Bean might mean amulet, I don't think it means a new amulet. I doubt that new amulet defines anything. So a false alarm there. See both sides of motorway covered in trees. So C is a reference to ELY. A C is a word, another word for a bishopric, the territory controlled by a bishop. And one such territory is E-L-Y. Both sides of motorway, both sides of M gives elmy, which means covered in elms or covered in trees. Open land. Regularly. Seen in Chad. Map. Bang on, lad. No idea. Version of Bible. Partly reordered. Wow, I think this is Itala. I think Itala is a version of the Bible. And partly reordered, I think, means take part of the letters of Alations and reorder them. And you can see in there you've got A-L-A-T-I. Reordered just, I think, means reversed. So you have Alati reversed to give Itala. Great, this is progress. Like flowers of hibiscus, M and E are both in should open AM. But how does the rest go? No idea. A novel looks like A is A, novel is the next 4 letters, which could be the name of a book, or it could mean new. And we're looking for a 5-letter fruit. Tricky, rock, worked in Cornwall. Tricky. I'm wondering if this is elven, meaning tricky, like the sort of thing an elf might do. And I think elvan might also be a type of rock which is mined in Cornwall. But I have a lot of doubts about that. But I am going to leave it in for the moment with a mental question mark. A novel. Wow, isn't Nana a novel by some French chappie whose name escapes me? But if it is, and I think it is, then you have anana, which is a type of fruit. Fantastic. Have I got enough letters to revisit 2 down? So I'm looking for gangrene, and I'm looking for an anagram of inner chap's L toe. So for in A, I've got this, I would need IA if I use this N. So I need IA, I need C for chaps, IAC, I've got L, IAC, OE. IACOE. IAE. Let me put the letters in. I'm pretty sure these are the letters. And I think it does begin Svako. That rings a vague bell. Letian, have I definitely got this anagram right? In A are the last 3 letters. Chaps are the first 5. L and toe. So I certainly have the letters. 23 minutes down. Actor. Losing a new. Amulet. I think a new could refer to AN. Could this be soybean? If it was soybean, the actor... Well, no, a new can't be AN because then the first bit would just be actor losing. Not getting that. I'm going to very temporarily leave it in. Open land. Well, let me get rid of the soybean letters. I'm wondering if this is Campagna. 16 down. With open land being the definition. Regularly seen. Oh, well, that's every other letter. So let's look at this. C, A in Chad. MP. Let me put this in. CAMPAGN. And A in lad. So it's every other letter beginning with Chad and ending with lad, starting with the C. Fantastic. Now, surely with 6 out of 7 letters, 19 is going to yield. Actor. Losing a new amulet. I'm just mentally thinking what this letter could be. No. It's possible that I've got the vowels in the wrong place in Sphacholesian. But the only other vowels are E, I, and A. Could be E, C something. Oh well, we've got one crossing letter from Sphacholesian to consider. Like flowers of hibiscus. Hybrid should open AM. There's only one A in here, so let me get rid of that A. This E, this O. I'm just wondering where to look. Now, if it is should open, an anagram should open AM, then that forces this to be able, because there's no B in should open AM, and there is an L. So warrant, earlier, able could be an old word for warrant. Now, does the B assist if I'm confident it's right? A fish, cake sent back. Well, sent back looks like reversed. Cake could be bun. A fish. Oh, wow. Yes, I wonder if this is nubecular. A fish is a loose. Cake is bun. All sent back gives nubecular, which must mean rather milky nature, question mark. Not sure why. Farm implement. So this does look like it's CH for Chinese. Farm implement, 28 minutes down. Farm implement, Chinese, used in water. Water could be another reference to urinate, so it could be P-double-E. No. Position for fencing. What's that? Division 1. Note. No, not getting that. So, anagram of should open AM. It still could end OUS. Now, elven could be wrong. So it could begin mono. So, well, I'm not getting that, but if it ends OUS, an S under the A, audibly express admiration of green stone. So I think the definition is green stone. Ghost of deceased spirit. No. Fibrous connection, unfortunately uncurable. Yes. In mouth tissue. Well, mouth tissue is gum, so I'm wondering if this N's gum. I wonder if the definition is fibrous connection, and we're looking for an anagram of uncurable in gum. So that does support this ending OUS, because that gives UM as the ending for 9 down. Uncurable. And it means a fibrous connection. So what are we looking for? We've got the U. So there's going to be another U in here. Flexible stem, denying aquilegia, a lot of support. No. Okay. Now we have an M in 34 across. Position for fencing. I wonder if this is septime. I think there are quite a few French expressions for positions in the sport of fencing. Division is a sept, 1 is 1, and ME is a note. So great, that is progress. Does it help? Audibly express admiration of. Praise. So is PRASE a greenstone? I think it must be. And certainly PRAISE is to express admiration of, and audibly indicates the misspelling. So, interesting. Ect, what does that take in front? It takes an H, a W, and one other letter. I'm thinking here from my Scrabble knowledge. Okay, which is not helping me. I think there's a third front letter. Chinese, CH, used in water. So 3-letter words meaning water. Something ET. Wet. Great. So wet is water, about CH for Chinese, gives wecht, which must be a farm implement. Okay, 32 minutes down. Let me try for a little bit longer here to get through this. Ghost of deceased spirit. Ah, yes. A lemur is regarded as a ghost of the deceased. Spirit is rum, returns or reversed after draining Lethe, leaving LE. There's the third U. I need to think what these 4 letters are. So I'm looking for an anagram of uncurable without its U. So incurable. So we've got all of the U's. So N, crable. And we've got LEA, NCRB, NCRB. I wonder if this is gubernaculum. I hope I've got all these letters right, but gubernatorial is a word meaning of a governor. No idea why this would be valid apart from these letters do work and it looks like a word. But have I definitely got the anagram of uncurable in here? Yeah, I think I do. Okay. Flexible stem, denying aquilegia. A lot of support. So I think the definition is flexible stem, but this is a really unhelpful letter pattern. Let me think of what letters make valid words. Well, vine does, but let me consider from the beginning. Bine. D. L M P R T V W. Absolutely nothing is jumping out at me as being a better candidate word than others, so I'm going to have to come back to that. 1, 2, 3, 4 clues to go, 35 minutes down. Let me try for a little bit longer. So, Elvan might be wrong, but I wonder if it ends Delphus. Certainly there is a P, and a P looks like it can fit quite nicely here. So, should. We need a D still. We need an O. D-O. Oh, wow, I think this is Monadelphus. Monadelphus. Okay. And we need an E and an A. Well, surely 19 across doesn't begin S-A-A. So sfacillation, gangrene. 2 to go, both in this row. 36 minutes down. C. Could this be C-Bean? Oh, yes, it is. It is C-Bean, because the actor is Sean Bean. Losing a new, well, Sean Bean has got 2 news, as in 2 N's, the abbreviation for new, at the end of Sean and at the end of Bean. So he loses one of them. He loses a new, and the one he loses is at the end of Sean. And that leaves C-Bean, which is an amulet, or must be so. Okay, so I'm pretty confident about this grid, with this one wretched clue to go. 37 minutes down. What could this be? And I've sort of ducked the issue of what Aquilegia is. I think it's a plant, but I don't know what sort of plant. So I think there's going to be a synonym of Aquilegia, which loses a word for support. Now, a support could be a T, as in the support for a golf ball. A lot of suggests all but the last letter. So, if you deny a word, a lot of support, you're denying it A-T-E. So is there a word meaning Aquilegia, which ends A-T-E? Well, let me think of all of the 7-letter words. Line. Ooh. Yeah, I forget. When you put in the last letter, it decides its ending. I'm going to continue. So I was thinking lineate could mean Aquilegia. Let me remove it, since we know this is wrong, or somewhere else is wrong. Bine. Okay, I really don't know. I'm abandoning this. I'm going to try bine. Oh, wow, and it is bine. So, splendid. Fantastic. That is the Mephisto crossword. And, well, you can see for yourselves a real step up in difficulty from the Times, but primarily in terms of the difficulty of the obscurity of the words. Almost every word here is obscure. You would have heard me say must mean an awful lot of times, both in terms of the definition and the wordplay. But that's how it goes with these harder puzzles. You can either solve them as I have without any aids and end up saying must have a lot, or you can use dictionaries or other electronic aids as you're going along if that's your preference. It's my preference to do it this way. I enjoy the challenge, and the combination of the definition and the wordplay, I think, generally enables you to get over the line. Now, the one word I didn't explain was 21 across. It is correct. It is bine. A bine, I think, must be a flexible stem. What Aquilegia is? Well, biniate isn't a word. I'm just going to have to leave that. Leave a comment below if you can explain 21 across. But there you go. That is the Mephisto crossword. So I hope you enjoyed watching that solve. Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time.